Hey guys, it's your humble host, or Kill if you prefer. So I'm back with another video. Honestly, I wasn't gonna make a video about this, not because I stand with millions and millions of people in regards to what happened with Charlie Kirk, but I kind of felt like I already said my piece on the Save James page. But I have been watching, and I didn't know Charlie Kirk. I watched a lot of his clips or whatnot, and I've been watching the responses, and I haven't been able to sleep. Sorry, a little bit emotional. So, a few years ago, this is in regards to Save James. I got told to start preparing and get certain things in order of mine, and I did just that, and I went to the October 2024 hearing, and I already spoke a little bit about that on this channel, and I still help to run the Save James page and whatnot. And one of the things that I got, sorry, one of the things I got a few years ago, before the October 2024 hearing, was that it was going to be a lot more severe, and that there was going to be a price to be paid. And I kept getting that even after the October 2024 hearing. And on the day that Charlie died, because I work graveyard now, I woke up and heard that he had gotten shot, and sent my husband off to work, and then went back to bed and woke up a few hours later to get ready for my shift, and saw that he had passed away. I have seen a lot of responses, both vile, both good, in regards to what happened to Charlie, and I do agree 100% that this is spiritual warfare and something big is about ready to go down. I've been saying this on the Save James page in regards to the custody case, and I had no idea. Ooh, no idea that something like this was going to happen. A lot of people just woke up, and I know that there's a few people that are possibly still sleeping, and I know for me, I have been restless. God has moved me out of my former job into one where I am struggling, not because of the job itself, but because of the complacency and the laxness, and that very much speaks to our current atmosphere. And the other admins of the Save James page and I have been talking kind of on and off about the Charlie Kirk stuff, and we had one of them post something as to why it was affecting a lot of people the way that it is, because this is spiritual warfare. Charlie wasn't a political figure. He was somebody who spoke very vibrantly for Christ and tried to bridge the gap with all the miscommunications. But you still have people who don't want to listen, you have people who are just so, they're bought and sold already, man, and it is scary. And the blatant mask off, I'm not gonna lie, it freaks me out. And I have been on social media for over a decade, and I have seen some really vile shit. I have been a part of certain situations, I have seen other ones unfold, and I know, because of what's going on in the globe right now, what's going on in the States, something is going to break. I've been saying this for a while on the Save James page, and I know that other targets are now being selected. They're calling for more assassinations. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous as to what's coming because, as I said on the Save James page, what happened to Charlie Kirk is only a taste of what's coming, and the darkness that's being exposed. And I know, like, there's certain fears that I have in regards to the Save James stuff, because even way before Charlie Kirk was assassinated, even before the attempt on Trump, just by looking at the court documents, I saw, not completely, but I saw the type of people involved in that case. And Jeff has already been physically attacked before. He's talked about in interviews when he went to go speak at a college. Like, there's a video of him being screamed at by a woman who is claiming to be non-binary or a guy or whatever. And it's that one clip where he's saying louder because they're shouting all kinds of stuff at him. And I found out later during an interview he had with one of these other YouTube channels. I don't remember if it's Belly of the White Whale, Dad Talk, Today, I don't quite remember, but he talked about how that police had to escort him off campus because of how violent these people got, and he had one of his ribs, I think, fractured or broken, I don't remember. So what happened with Charlie is just a confirmation of what I've been getting from God for these past few years. There's stuff I have really felt strongly about, and some of it could be my own emotion. But the more that I think about it, the more conversations I have with certain people, I don't think so. I know God's gonna protect Jeff. He's gonna see his boys again. But it's gonna come at a heavy price. I'm not going to try to place logic to evil or people who are so far gone. You can't. You just freaking can't. But I'm not going to lie. When I say how angry I get, thinking about it, and then his wife, Erica, dude, I saw clips of the open casket, and people are asking, why is this different? Because this is on a spiritual level. And yes, we had a judge, the Minnesota judge, that was taken out, I think a few months ago, if not a year ago, and that was wrong too. And I'm not saying that doesn't matter. We've had people flat out attack judges, Congress people, and none of that is ever okay. But this, Charlie, as people point out, Charlie wasn't a politician. He wasn't a political figure. He was somebody that was trying to communicate and bridge the gap. And again, it's just confirmation as to what I have been getting. And I know God's going to intervene. It's already been prophesied that the stuff with Jeff Younger and Save James, it's going to break. God didn't say how, and he didn't say when. The other stuff I've been getting is it's going to be subtle and sudden. But I know the timing is coming soon. And I didn't realize what was going to happen prior to that. I didn't realize that one of our own was going to be taken in such a, because I saw the video and I thought at first it was AI. I thought it was exaggerated. And it's just like there's no way he's gonna make it. This is gonna be a powerful testimony. And then I wake up and I find out he's gone. I don't know how many people are having a hard time processing, because it's spiritual restlessness, and damn, a lot of us are feeling it, man. A lot of us have been shadow banned. I've had our stuff buried. I thankfully have not had any of my jobs threatened yet. My house, God has kept me hidden. But I will say that it's a wake-up call, and it very much is, and it's going to help pave the way for a great many things, and for many things to get broken, including the stronghold over Jeff Younger's family. I know I don't need to say anything to my followers or anybody who hangs around in my circle about glorifying what happened to Charlie Kirk. I don't even need to warn people who know me. I'll freaking drop you. I'm not even kidding. Like, I don't need to say anything. You guys know me. You guys know how I roll. We're not even gonna. There's a lot of anger right now. There's people who are avoiding it. And that's fine. I just don't avoid it forever. You can't. You cannot avoid this forever. Anyway, the best thing that I can do is encourage people just to cry out to God. And I don't care. Make fun of me. I don't care. If this does not open your eyes to what's going on, I don't know what will, and I hope to God you wake up before you find yourself in a sand pit. And that is figuratively speaking, because a lot of people are going to wake up and it's going to be too late for them. And I really, really hope that is so many more wake up before they find themselves in a cage that they can't escape. So with that being said, thank you guys for sticking around, and those who have supported my voice in regards to Save James. I know everything of mine is beyond dead. I don't have a social media presence anymore. I don't have any connections. I don't have anything anymore. But I still cry out. I still talk about Save James, any update, just anything that I possibly get from God, or I'm still here shouting in the desert, because I know at least if one person hears me, all it takes is the right person. So with that being said, though, please be safe out there. Take a break from social media, pray, do what you need to, because this is not going to go away. So pace yourself. If you have any questions, you want to ask me anything, you guys know where to find me. But something is getting ready to break, and I hope y'all are ready, because it's going to be big and it's going to be major, and I have been saying this for a while. And I will say one more thing, is sometimes God will give us something to say, a message, and we don't fully understand the message until later on down the road. So this could be one of those moments for me where I didn't fully realize what I was saying, or I thought it was specifically directed at one particular thing. And I do know people have been talking about a great revival coming for a while. I've seen it all over Twitter for the past 3 to 4 years too. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to end the video here. I'm not going to have an intro, outro. I'm just going to upload it. It's not even monetized, but I'll see you guys in the next one, and please, please find out where you are at with God and be careful, and do not lash out in anger. That is all I ask.